Good morning, Speaker. My question is for the Premier. Under this Conservative government, climate pollution is going up, not down. Every expert, including the Auditor General, has said that the government's made-to-fail climate plan will not meet their weakened GHG reduction targets. As we see the devastating and tragic consequences of the climate crisis in Ontario and across the country, Ontario desperately needs a real plan for real action on the climate crisis. So, Speaker, can the Premier explain why he failed to instruct his minister to do or announce anything whatsoever on what more Ontario can do to reduce climate pollution while he was attending the climate conference in Glasgow?
To reply, the Minister of the Environment, Conservation and Parks.
Thank you, Speaker, and it's an honour to rise to answer that question. I was proud to be a part of the Canadian delegation at the COP conference, where I spoke about a number of initiatives this government's taking to reduce GHG emissions, like, for example, implementing fuel additives, something the previous government could have done but didn't. That's estimated to take over 300,000 cars off the road. We spoke about adaptation and resiliency, a core concept in Paris. Again, we launched the Climate Change Impact Assessment, something the previous government could have done but didn't. We also spoke about the important role transit plays in getting cars off the road and getting people to use active transportation. We're building subways. We're building GO trains, something the previous government could have done but didn't. Again, I was proud to contribute Ontario's voice to the international discussion on combating climate change, and I appreciate the opportunity to answer. Thank you.
Supplementary question.
Speaker, respectfully, if the minister has any credibility on this file, the government would cancel their plans to ramp up gas plants, which will increase climate pollution by 300%. They would cancel Highway 413, which will generate 17.4 million tons of climate pollution, and the Bradford bypass, which will pump 87 million kilograms of climate pollution into the atmosphere each and every year. Speaker, these kinds of decisions have real-world consequences and will make it—
Stop the clock. The government side will come to order. The official opposition will come to order. I apologize to the member for Guelph on behalf of the House. Start the clock. Member for Guelph.
Problem, Speaker. Sometimes the truth can be hard to hear. These decisions have real-world consequences, Speaker, and will almost make it impossible for Ontario to meet our climate obligations. So I'm going to, through you to the minister, I am willing to work with you to pull the Premier's head out of the concrete and cancel these plans, which will significantly increase climate pollution in Ontario. Will he work with—
I'm going to caution the member on his use of inflammatory language, and I'll recognize the Minister of the Environment to respond.
Thank you, Speaker. Again, let's talk about the truth. Ontario is the only province in this nation on track to meet our GHG reduction targets of 30 by 2030.
For Ottawa South will come to order. The Leader of the Opposition will come to order. Minister of the Environment has the floor.
Thank you, Speaker. Again, I know it's hard to hear the truth, that thanks to working with Algoma, thanks to the electric arc furnace, we're taking a massive step forward in our GHG reduction targets. Thanks to investing in active transportation, investing in public transit, we're taking that step forward. And yes, for new Canadians, like my grandfather who came over many years ago with the dream of home ownership was very much a reality. For those new Canadians coming to our workforce today, we're making home ownership a reality for them, which, yes, means investing in transit. Yes, it means building highways so that we can connect people, so that they can spend less time in congestion.
Thank you. The Minister will take his seat. The minister will take his seat. Stop the clock.